Turn up the praise. 108praiseradio.com. Turn up the praise. 108praiseradio.com.
You could be doing something totally different tonight, but you decided to take 60 minutes out of your night to chill with me and just to hear what I have going on, and also get to know my special guests that come in. I want to thank Ed Lover and V. Jackson, Key Amount of Management, Chef Robs for last Thursday nights, Jokes and Jams. I do a little comedian stand-up stuff. I'm a little part-time, so last week was very, 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 very good. Thank you guys. And to my mentor, Rodney Perry, thank you for just being who you are. I won't prolong the time because I have a wonderful, amazing, beautiful, talented, outgoing young lady in the studio with me tonight. I have the Ernestine Johnson. She is an actress, an activist, a poet, author, business guru. This young lady wears so many hats, and I'm so proud of her. I want to tell you before we kick off, as a black woman, I am proud of you. I am honored to know who you are. I am excited for your journey, and I'm just amazed at everything that you do. I think you set the bar, the standards, the pedestal so high with being who a black woman is and what's designed to be. You set that goal. You set that bar, and I'm telling you that I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And so thank you for joining me tonight. We'll jump straight in. I rolled off some of your titles, but no one knows Ernestine like Ernestine knows. Or would you prefer EJ? Because EJ on the mic, I've seen it either way.
EJ,
Ernestine,
people call me whatever.
So Ernestine, EJ, I want you to let us know in your own words, who is Ernestine Johnson?
Who is Ernestine Johnson? Well, I mean, that was a great introduction. Thank you for that. As stated, I am an actress. I am a poet, what some may call an activist, although I don't like the term activist because I feel like everyone should take action. I am a business owner of a concierge company in which I have over 36 professional athletes on my roster. I've been doing that full-time for about 5 years now when I branched away from my high-end retail store that I worked at. And I branched off and created my own company. I'm also a partner in the Tulsa Real Estate Fund with my fiance, which is the first SEC-regulated Black-owned real estate crowd fund. And everyone can go to TulsaRealEstateFund.com to check us out. And I am a new author of my new book, Virally Speaking, which is a collection of all my most viral poems that have collected over 50 million views on the internet.
So everything that went viral is in this book.
Everything that went viral is in this book. Average Black Girl, Dear Black Man, Red Bottoms, Formation. All of my most famous poems are in this one pocket poetry book.
How did you manage to put all that greatness on some paper in a book?
I was on a 25 city tour last year with my fiance, and everyone kept saying, where are these poems? Can we read them anywhere? And I was like, no. And my fiance was like, you need to put it in a book. So I dropped my book at the start of this year, start of 2018. I dropped a book on y'all, so y'all can go ahead and get that, Virally Speaking, by your girl, Ernestine Johnson here.
Love it. Thank you for mentioning the book because we're rolling into that. EJ, the author. Why? You just kind of told us that you decided to put in a book because your fiance was like, hey, this needs to be on paper. People are asking you about this. Mm-hmm. Make it happen.
Yeah, and it's so different when you read the words, too. As powerful as the poems are spoken, when you read them, it's just like on the paper, it's a whole different energy. So I wanted to give my fans and my supporters that to keep with them.
And it's kind of like documenting your journey, too, at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see the evolution of my writing from my very first poem, Why Did I Let Him Just F Me, all the way up to Black Love, which both poems I'm very, very proud of, but they reflect two different women at two different stages of my life. So I'm proud of all of my work.
I like that. I like the fact that you're transparent, you're open. Mm-hmm. You said two different women. This is Women 101. We're empowering women one word at a time. Like I told you earlier before the show, we like to pick a time, or we like for our guests to tell us a time that was maybe not one of the best times, mm-hmm. but a pivotal time in your life that we call it trial to triumph. One of the times that you may have felt like, you know what, this poetry, this acting, just being who I am, this is not working, that you wanted to quit, but we see for a fact you did not. So if you could, one of those times you would like to share with us, why didn't you quit?
I mean, I think it happens every day. Mm-hmm. I think as an artist, or anyone who's an artist or an entrepreneur, I think you have the idea of quitting every day because it's not easy and it's a journey. I mean, even today I was having a moment like, oh my God, I haven't had an audition in like 3 weeks. When is my next audition going to be? Oh my God, I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not deserving enough. Oh my God, I'm never going to make it. I'm never going to get another movie role. And you take that 15 minutes and you cry about it and you get over it. You are allowed as a human to have that 15 minutes of crying about whatever it is and move on. As long as you have faith and you understand that in a sea full of no's, God has a yes with your name on it, and that faith that you have, that's what keeps you going. And we're not saying, oh, every day is going to be perfect and every day you just know you're winning. No, some days like you may feel like you're losing, and it's okay to have those moments because we're all human. So in those moments that you feel like you're losing, it's just okay as a human and as a woman to embrace it. Like right now I don't feel good. Right now I don't feel adequate. Right now I don't feel worthy, but I know this is not forever. This is just a moment, and life is all about moments.
I like that. I like the fact that you say it's okay to be okay. It's okay to not be okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes we think, and I know as a woman, especially sometimes as a black woman, you just feel like you have to be so perfect. You have to be okay. I can't tell you, oh, like you just said today, you had a moment as an actress. So many people would say, I can't tell people that I wouldn't think I would never get another role again, or mm-hmm. that thought just quickly ran through my mind. Mm-hmm. They think that you have to be so perfect and say, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, you begin to beat yourself up, mm-hmm. not taking the time to bring it down a level, have your moments, have your time. You beat yourself up. I think that causes more harm when you. Well,
I think everyone is chasing and striving for what they call perfect, and what people need to realize is perfection is merely a form of manipulation. Perfection is very manipulative. There is no such thing. And because of social media and pictures and images and radio and media, you think that there's this idea of perfect that exists, and it doesn't. And we're all chasing this facade because it's not there. And it's all just a form of manipulation. It's so funny,
and Courtney's here. He can tell you every guest that I've had so far in this 1 year long, we've all brought out the fact of how social media is causing manipulation in people's life. How you take this one photo, 5-second photo.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can smile on a photo long enough to post it, but everything going on in that photo and in the real moment may not
even exist. And what's so crazy is I unfollowed a bunch of people. I used to follow like 1,000 people, and I unfollowed probably like 300 people because I'm like, what am I following this person for? I'm following these people and I'm comparing myself, comparing my life. Why did she get this role? Why did she get this audition? Why is her outfit better than mine? Why is her purse more expensive than mine? And this is all these things that we create in our head off false images and false stories that people are telling through these media outlets. So I had to say, you know what, I'm stripping myself of all this, and I'm gonna stay in my lane and do me and build my family and worry about me and my fiance and my family. Like that's what's important to me now.
It is. It's a total mind shift as well. It takes like a paradigm shift that you have to go through that stage. I think that was a good thing. One of the things I did personally, I completely deleted my initial Instagram page. It had like almost 6,000. I wasn't as popular as you are. You almost reached 1 million on us. But I had a pretty good, and I was like, you know what? What's the purpose? Why am I following these people? And then vice versa, why are these people following me? Like, right. I don't even know half of these people. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what's going on. And I shut it down at the beginning of the year. And the new page I have, it's not even, I don't even have 650 followers, but the quality of my followers and the quality of what I follow allows me to have better days.
I don't even concern myself with that. I mean, the quality of who you follow definitely makes a difference, but I don't concern myself with who's following me. Mm-hmm. That's a lot to do with. If you follow me, you don't. You do. You don't. I don't even want to consume my mind with that much energy. I follow people that feed me, and I follow my friends, and I follow people that serve a purpose, in my life. Mm-hmm. And then maybe people I don't know, maybe just a celebrity that I like, or someone that posts cool quotes or some Black history facts I didn't know. I think we just need to all get into a space and an energy where we are just doing things that serve us.
Me. Mm-hmm. What makes me better?
Absolutely.
Every day you wake up, I tell my followers all the time, your competition is in the mirror. Mm-hmm. if you compare yourself and you compete with anybody outside of who you see in this mirror, then Houston, we pretty much have a problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Thank you so much for that. Ernestine, we want to go right into it. You just mentioned like the black quotes and things of that nature. You told us earlier you don't like the term activist. You think everyone needs to take action.
Mm-hmm.
So what got you in the space of where you are now as far as stepping up? Because a lot of people see things, they kind of fall back. We know you will say it. You're outspoken. You're a poetess. You are who you are. You're an actress. So what made you just step up and say, you know what, I'll take the forefront?
I don't think it's something that I personally did, and I believe, like Proverbs says, your gift will make room for you and bring you in front of great men. I never made room for it. It made room for me. I never said, hey, I want to be an activist. Hey, I want to be the leader. I want to be at the forefront. I just so happen to be highly gifted with words, and God has placed that gift on me, and I've just been unapologetically raw with my words. And because of the attention that my words have received, if that put me in a forefront, or if that put me in a place of leadership, then that's just what happened. It's not something that I said, hey, I want to strategize and I want to be the leader here in this space, and I want to be an activist, or I want to be, it wasn't that for me. Things fall into my lap, and I believe those things that fall into our lap are gifts making room. And I didn't know the magnitude of my voice and my gift until Average Black Girl went viral, and it got 40 million views, and I was speaking here and speaking there. Now people are looking at me as this leading Black woman voice. So that's just kind of how it happened.
So that's interesting for you to say that, how it fell in your lap. You didn't decline it. You said, it's here. I'm here. Let's do it. I think that's interesting as well, because sometimes you find people that have such a magnitude and such a power, and we all in our own way have a power and influence. Your words, that's why you have to be careful what you say, careful who you hang around, who you put in your circle, who you give your energy to. But some people will say, well, you know, I'm not a hero to that extent, or I don't have to say anything on this level. This is my platform. This is what I'll use it for. So that's interesting that you take your total platform and say, however I can be great in this magnitude, that's how I'm being great.
Yeah, and that's not an easy thing to do. You know, I am in a sense, I'm a free spirit. I go with the wind sometimes, and sometimes it gets me in trouble, and sometimes it works in my favor. But like you said, I didn't decline it. When something fell into my lap, or God put me on a certain path, I just went with it. No matter how much I said, oh, God, I really don't want to do this. I want to be acting. Or God, I really don't want to do this. I want to be doing this. Over here, I still always was obedient and said, okay, God, if this is a space you want me to walk in today, this is where I'm going to be walking. I may not like it, and it's not what I trained for and studied for, and it's not how I see myself. But again, we always think we know what we want, but God knows what we need, and it is our due diligence just to be obedient and walk with the obedience. You see,
I'm flipping this notebook every time you drop something. I'm like, we're dropping it down. Obedience. I hope you guys are listening. That's one of the words, one of the things, one of the traits that's like, it's very hard sometimes to follow between obedience and patience. I tell you, those two things right there are the most important traits that you can have that will lead you into your best life, but they're very, very hard sometimes to stick to. So Ernestine, I really do appreciate you. We're going to catch a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to let you tell us, what do you have coming up? I saw a seminar that you're going to be a part of in May.
Am I? I don't know.
You have so much going on. You don't even know what you have going on.
Calendar. I will be in. I don't know. I'll be.
I think
in Cleveland. Don't get me to line.
I know we ain't gonna start you to line.
What's it called? Oh yeah, yes. Setting the expectation. I will be in Cleveland in May 26th. Yep, that's where I'll be.
That is wonderful when your calendar is just that full. You say, I just show up. When the message comes in, I just show up to wherever they tell me to go.
When Erica, the publisher's emails, I'm like, yep, I'm there. I can't remember everything.
I want to go to a break, but then at the same time, we only have a quick bit at this. When it comes down to acting,
yes,
why did you choose acting? And I know a lot of people. I have a girlfriend. She's specifically listening and watching right now to hear your voice. She's in the arts here. She mostly does stand-in and background roles, stand-in, and just on set a lot. Acting is one of her passions. And I was telling her, I said, this young lady is a guru at what she does. How easy, hard was it? And it is, because I know it wasn't as easy as
easy is never a word that you would ever use for acting or an artist or an entrepreneur for that matter. I didn't choose acting. Acting chose me. Again, I believe that, you know, your gifts make room for you. I believe you are led to your gifts. I started acting at the age of 10 years old, and I was watching a movie called Mama Flora's Family with Cicely Tyson, and the way it made me feel, I was like, oh my God, Mom, I want to do that. It was something so spiritual and kinesthetic, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to make people feel, I want to act. And my mom got me my first Hollywood agent in LA in '98, and my very first set was Seventh Heaven. So to be on a set at that magnitude at such a young age, I was just like, this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm exactly where I should be. And I just never stopped. I went on to do theater in high school. I went on to major in theater in college. And when I knew that the industry was moving to Georgia because of the tax incentives, I said, hey, I got to be in Georgia because I can be a bigger fish in a smaller pond and get started with Georgia, opposed to going back home to LA where there's 10 million of me who all look like me, talk like me, walk like me. And God led me here, and I hit the ground running. I think I landed on a Monday, and that Tuesday I was in Terry J. Vaughn's acting class. Shout out to Terry J. Vaughn. I was in her acting class, and I just never stopped.
I like
and
that.
It's hard. Every week, it's like, man, I can't cuss on here, huh? I'm like, man, like some weeks you have a bunch of auditions. You got like 5 auditions, 10 auditions in a row, and you're just going back and forth. And then some months you have no auditions, you have no phone calls, you have no emails. And in those months are the trying times where you have to have the faith, when you have to say, God, I am leaning on you this month because I know the door is not knocking and the doorbell ain't ringing. So I'm leaning on you. I know something's going to come up. Mm-hmm. And those are the trying times where you have to have faith and belief in your gift. And you have to create other stuff. I'm not just an actress, and I let that be very clear. Mm-hmm. I'm a poet. I'm a speaker. I'm a partner in companies. I have my own company. And, you know, as an actress, you can't make acting who you are. Some people, the first thing they want to say is, I'm an actress, and I got to meet directors and producers. And it's just like, chill. You're a person, first and foremost. If acting stopped today, I'm still a dope person. I still have a million other things that make me dope. And acting is not what I am, but something cool that I do. You know what I mean? I think more actors need to focus on just being human and being dope at a bunch of things. And if the acting gigs come, they come. But it's just your due diligence to just stay working in the meantime.
One thing you said, though, you just said you landed on a Monday, and on a Tuesday you were in a class.
Yeah.
So you work on your gift. It's not like you just sit and say, because I see this too, I'm an actress and somebody's going to come.
Nobody's coming to save
Nobody's
you. Coming. No director, unless you're Charlize Theron, who she has an amazing story, her happened in the bank. But no director is just going to see you walking down the street and say, oh, you should be in my next movie. You're perfect for the role of Lisa. That is not happening. You have to get into a class. You have to open a book. And if you can't afford a class and you can't afford a book, hop on YouTube University and take an acting class. Google. Yep. Libraries are free. If you don't have a computer, I'm by any means necessary. I get it done. There's no way I would call myself an actor and not be studying. Yeah. And for your friend who's doing understudy work and stand-in work, there's nothing wrong with that. But at some point, you have to stop it. I started off as an extra, and when I moved to Atlanta, I did one extra role and one stand-in role, and I said that will be it for me. I paid my dues. I did my due diligence. I'm an actress. I'm not your stand-in. I'm not your extra. I'm not your background actor. I act. So I do believe it's a good experience to do background work and do extras. We all started off there. Get a couple in and move on. Or else that's all I'm going to see you as a background actor.
I like that. You make very, very valid points. I love it. I hope you guys are listening. Sean, shout out to Sean, because you know who you are. I might as well just call you on out. Ernestine just gave you the biggest tip of life, and I know you know. But at the same time, and more than acting, you have to stop playing the backup, playing the background, being in the front. One of the things that you say, and you started saying it recently, that I love, is when you say the savagery will be televised. I love it.
And I say that
so many people,
because I've been so humble. And not to say that I'm no longer humble, but I've always played let me just assist, or let me just help, or let me be of assistance. No, I've done that. I paid dues. When I say the savagery will be televised, I'm ready to be a savage. I've been too nice.
Exactly.
I've been nice, and you're not going to get anywhere being too nice. You got to be a little nice.
You got to be a little nice.
But you got to take the lead sometimes.
But you have to also, one of the people that I follow, I love to death, Lisa Nichols. What you have to also stop doing is dimming your light
so others can shine. Yeah. And I think sometimes we do that. I think we do that sometimes, not because we don't think we can shine, but we really don't truly believe we can shine. And especially with women, since we're talking to women, all the women tuned in, women, we have been through so much that we allow a lot of the moments, because again, life is all moments, whether they're good moments, bad moments, all the moments allow us to either become insecure or feel invalid or feel inadequate or feel not good enough, not deserving, not worthy enough. And we allow all that to ball up into this big ball of just, I'm not good enough. But when you are 100% ready to say, you know what? I am good enough. I'm going to put me first because I've been putting everybody else first and everybody else on. I've watched them skyrocket. Oh, no. The savagery will be televised. I got to come first. And you got to be selfish. Sometimes you have to be selfish to get where you are trying to go, because somebody else will trample right over you to get right where they need to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then. And then
Absolutely.
You're like, oh wait, no, they don't have time for you.
Yep.
You have to be selfish. I hope you guys are listening. You haven't not heard these words before. They call it selfish. They can call it selfish. We call it self-care. If you don't put you first, who else is going to put you first? Nobody. If you don't love you, if you don't do the things for you that's necessary for you to get from point A to B, nobody else is going to roll out the red carpet and do it for you.
Nobody's rolling out the red carpet
and
for you.
And the whole time you'll be sitting here like, well, when is it my turn? When is it my turn? Another thing I learned is even in your circle, you have to create a circle of friends to where you're not the smartest one in the group. Everybody's advancing and everybody wants you to advance. And I also realized that even in that circle, you have to know when to cut. Like, okay, yeah, Ernestine, we're friends. You want to be an actress, I want to be an actress, but I can't sit and give you every audition, just write it out for you. We're on the hustle together. We should be hustling together. So you have to learn that too. But I really, really do appreciate this talk.
Shout out to my handsome fiance for tuning in, Jay Morrison. Follow him.
Shout out to her fiance, Jay Morrison. You guys have, what's the company together? Tulsa Real Estate?
The Tulsa Real Estate Fund that Jay founded. Yes.
Okay.
It is the TulsaRealEstateFund.com.
All right, you guys support this company. This is a black couple that's doing powerful things, and we want that in our community. Ernestine, I want you to tell us how we can contact you, how we can follow you, and what you have coming up next before we get out of here.
Yes, please keep up with me on my website, ErnestineJohnson.com. Follow me on the gram, Ernestine.Johnson, and there you can find my book. You can find my book on my website. You can find my book, Virally Speaking, on the Ernestine Johnson brand. BigCartel.com. So all three of those places you can find my book. And yeah, I will be joining other powerful women in May for this big conference. Setting the expectation, health and wellness from head to toe. That's where I'll be in May 26th in Cleveland, Ohio. And other than that, you can catch me on the UMC Movie Channel Network in my film Digital Lives Matter, starring myself, DC Youngfly, and the great Emmanuel Hudson. And yeah, be on the lookout for me in something else, because God is working.
Boom.
Gotta claim it.
You got, look, those moments. You got to get through those moments and claim the next door.
Yep,
it's going to be there. So, guys, thank you for tuning in to Women 101 on 108 Praise Radio with your girl, Halaveshia. We're going to catch a quick break. When I come back, I will have our thought of the week to present to you guys, some more information. And we're just going to rock out for a while. We want to thank Ernestine Johnson, the amazing Ernestine Johnson, for coming through. If you don't know who she is, I think you're kind of slow by now. If you really don't know who Ernestine Johnson is, you're behind time, because she's a force to be reckoned with. If you don't know her, get to know her, follow her. You will be empowered. You will learn who you are, how to perfect who you are, how to be proud and walk proudly in who you are, unapologetically. And I just love that about her. So you guys, thank you for tuning in, and we'll be right back after this break.
Turn up the praise. 108praiseradio.com.
No matter what you're going through, he's gonna make a way for you. Soon you're gonna say, I gotta.
Hey, that's it. With the pressures of life seem to weigh you down. It's when your so-called friends can't be found. No. And the news that you got from the doctor's not good. Change words like I know I can into words like I thought I could. What do you do when life persecution comes to you? What do you say when things don't seem to go your way? Can you sing in the rain? Can you shout on a cloudy day? 'Cause that's when you need to know that God will make a way. God will make a way. Oh yeah. When your heart gets suddenly broken from a loved one that walked away, pain that gets so deep inside, don't wanna listen to a word nobody has to say. No. And you're wondering if it was your fault that they're gone, oh Lord. Realizing that when you gave your life to Christ, trials and tribulations make you strong. What will you do when life persecution comes to you? What will you say when things don't seem to go your way? Will you sing in the rain? Can you shout on a cloudy day? 'Cause that's when you need to know that God will make a way. Oh yeah, He will make a way. Ooh, He will make a way. He will. Just believe and pray. Cast your cares on the Lord and watch your problems go What do you do when life persecution comes to you? What will you say? What do you say when things don't seem to go your way? Will you sing in the rain? Can you shout on a cloudy day? That's when you need to know that God will. What do you do when life persecution comes to you? What will you say when things don't seem to go your way? Will you sing in the rain? Can you shout on a cloudy day? That's when.
Jesus is raising up a nameless and faceless army who will go into the world and make disciples of all nations. He's raising up real city takers to do the work of the King. It's not about us.
Turn up the praise. 108praiseradio.com.
See, my life is not for I and just myself. I live my life pleasing everyone else, displeasing myself every day as I go along the way. Tell me what the heck does it take? I flee from captive but I never run away. Among the ghetto youths, that's where I stay.
You're tuned into 108praiseradio.com.
Yes, some little boy I come talk about gold teeth, front teeth, side teeth, column teeth, I will pull out teeth. And if you don't like it,
Weeping may endure
a 45 beat, you see? Dog on do it. Follow me now. Follow me now. Follow me now. Some man away.
108praiseradio.com. Sharing the love of Christ across the globe.
You're tuned into 108praiseradio.com.
Jaja, give me true love. I need not search no more. Jaja, give me true love. I need not search no more. And once I was like a wandering sheep on these.
Hi guys, welcome back. Wasn't Ernestine amazing? Just an amazing guest to have, a great person to be in the presence of. I hope you guys were listening and picked up on some of her hot topics, her hot thoughts, obedience. At some point you have to stop playing the background. Just perfection equals a form of manipulation. So I hope you guys listen. If you didn't, we'll have the playback available for you guys. I wanted to leave you all with the thought of the week before I got out of here. The thought of this week, and you can follow this hashtag on Instagram, just be with V. So just be with VII. The thought of this week, for the next 7 days, I want you to keep in your mind, be present. Be present. You cannot get what you do not show up to take. You cannot get what you do not show up to take. This week you need to get up, pray up, dress up, and show up. You'll never know if you do not go, even if you have to show up numerous of times. So my dad's birthday, my biological dad's birthday, is tomorrow. We'll be celebrating him. He passed away when I was 1. 2/28/1945, Willie C. Hall, a king, was born. So I like to go ahead and tell my dad, happy birthday in heaven. Turn up. So thank you guys for tuning in with me tonight. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for being present. Be present the remainder of this week and every day after that. You guys are such loyal followers. Thank you again, Tisa Edge Glover. This Thursday, if you guys are not doing anything, I won't be performing, but I will be at Chef Rob's for Jokes and Jams this Thursday night because it's just so much fun. The atmosphere is great. Adults, and the great food. Tell Chef Rob that I told you to get the shrimp, the curry shrimp rundown. That is a great dish. Curry shrimp rundown. That's my favorite dish. So thank you guys for tuning in to 108 Praise. This is Halaveshia Hall on Women 101, where we're empowering women one word at a time. Good night.
Turn up the praise. 108praiseradio.com.